Hello everybody, and welcome to the first video I've made in a very long time. So we have picked up this piece. It was on Marketplace for like $50 and it's just beautiful. I wanted to whitewash it, you know, make it look more muted and stuff, but it had veneer and it had a bunch of other issues, so I had to work around, figure something else out. So here you'll see me repairing the bottom of the top drawer. Thankfully the person who had it before me kept the piece, and I was able to wood glue and screw that back in, or use a nail gun actually, and then I just compressed it with. So it's very important that you clean your pieces. Here I cleaned my piece with a Dawn dish soap, diluted, and I just give it like 2 or 3 good washes, and then I sanded it and filled some spots in the back where the veneer siding was coming off the edge of the drawer, filled that with wood glue, compressed it, got back in, started sanding some more, cleaned up again, and you want to get all that sanding dust off of your piece before you start doing anything. So I cleaned it really good with dish soap again with Dawn. It needs to be the good Dawn, not some super cheap stuff. And then I went in and sanded the face of the drawers. Originally, like I said, I had plans to whitewash that face and paint the edges, but it didn't work out. So you'll see later on in the video that I actually just ended up painting instead. And there's my daughter, she saw herself in the camera. So now I'm going in with primer. I will share the primer that I used in the description below. So I gave it a really good thick coat. Obviously you can see through this coat, but you're just wanting like a base layer so your paint can adhere to that. We've sanded, you know, we've primed, and then after that we're going to get to painting. But like I said, we do want to give the entire dresser a good coat of this primer so we make sure everything sticks. So here on the top you want to be a little bit more particular. With the prime coat I did not be particular. I was just getting it on there, but once you go to actually paint the top, you're going to want to sand between each coat. And I always do like a light, not water coat, but just a more thin coat on the top. Here you can actually see my paintbrush was too wet, and my first coat on here was horrible, but I fixed it. Okay, so don't do what I did, but I fixed it, and then I went and spray painted the top of this drawer instead of whitewashing, and then you can see the whole thing is done. These need another coat. I actually ended up painting the entire thing, even the middle. And then, you know, here's the first coat of paint on the actual dresser. And then I actually had to do this several times to actually not get blue paint on the middle. So, and then this is the first time I've ever lined my drawers with wallpaper. And I actually really liked it. Like, I ended up only having enough wallpaper to do the 2 bottom drawers, which is fine. But I really like it. I think I'm going to do this more often. There was nothing wrong with the bottom of the drawers, but they weren't solid wood. They were like a thin, fake wood. So I did want to, you know, make them a little bit nicer. And this wallpaper I got off Amazon, I will link in the description below. It's actually got a good texture to it. Like, it's not just, like, doesn't feel just like paper. It's got a kind of got a texture to it, which I really like. I was not expecting that. So it's a nice roll, and I only paid like $6 for it. So hey, you can do what you got to do. I don't think it would do an entire dresser. I would get 2 rolls for, especially a large dresser. But even this dresser, it did not do entire. It didn't do all 3 dresser drawers. So, but I really like it. And like I said, it was my first time putting wallpaper in the dresser at all. So it was a learning curve, but it's not really that bad, to be honest. So here's the finished look. I really like it. I mean, I wish you could just see the texture. I really like how it turned out. And here's the finished look on my dresser. It was dark outside, and I accidentally oversprayed, so that's what it looked like, and I had to fix it the next morning. But here's how it looked at night. So I was like, hey, I've got to get better video of this, because you can't tell the true color. It looks darker and moodier, and I just wanted it to look brighter and more elegant. So here is the photo of it in the day, and I really like how it turned out. I did have to get new knobs for the top, because as you'll see in the before photo, I guess I lost one on transport on the way over, but it actually really turned out great. So I really like it. I've listed this one on Facebook, and we will just see how long it takes to sell. So guys, thank you for watching, and I truly hope you enjoy stuff like this. If you enjoy stuff like this, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Find me on Instagram and Facebook. We hope you have a good day.